Sandra was sipping a $2,000 bottle of wine, watching me get hauled off in handcuffs like I was street trash. She staged a $50,000 theft, called her connections at the FBI, and blew me a sarcastic kiss from her climate-controlled office while I stood in the brutal California heat. She called me a glorified clerk whose value was less than the chair I sat on. That was her first mistake. Her second? Forgetting that I was the sole architect of the 10 million cloud infrastructure her entire startup lived on. Exactly 48 hours later, Sandra was in the boardroom of her life, pitching for a $10 million Series B funding round. The investors were leaning in, pens ready to sign. She clicked her remote to start the proprietary AI demo, but the 80-inch screen didn't show her dashboard. It turned blood red with one sentence. System terminated by architect Sandra's Botox-filled face went pale as the kill switch I'd hidden in the kernel 2 years ago began eating her entire company alive. Databases were being encrypted into digital dust, and her magic software was turning into worthless scrap metal right in front of the billionaires. She screamed for IT, but she'd already fired the only person who knew the password. In 10 minutes, her company's valuation crashed from $10 million to zero. Wait! To see the final nail in Sandra's coffin, hit that subscribe button right now! The nuclear revenge wasn't just digital. While she was busy losing her company, I was sending the FBI the real logs, the ones proving Sandra was the one embezzling that $50,000 to fund her luxury lifestyle. As she walked out of the building, ruined and broke, the same agents who took me away were waiting with handcuffs for her. I stood across the street, popped a bottle of her favorite vintage, and blew her a sarcastic kiss. Let me know in the comments who was in the right. Sandra is behind bars and the company is dead. But there's one terrifying detail I haven't told you. When I wiped the servers, I found a hidden encrypted folder labeled Project Genesis. It contains data that shouldn't exist. Data that proves this entire company was a front for something much darker involving the highest levels of government. If this video gets 50,000 likes, I'll leak the contents of that folder and show you why the FBI is now hunting me too. Are you ready for the truth?